Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do a review of this book called French Made Easy from Hachette. It is published in India under Goel Publishers and is written by Francois Makowski. So this is a very good beginner level French language book. It was my first French language book that I bought when I was around 11 years old. So if we look in this book, then you can see that the contents are very relevant to basic daily life usage. You can see the greetings, introductions, etiquette, and also you can see after every three lessons there is a special lesson which focuses on the cultural aspect of France, or it checks your grammatical progress. So it alternate goes in an alternate way. So if we see from the start, we can see that there is a general introduction how this book is organized and all the features are given. You can see that there are 45 lessons, there are 7 sets of games and quizzes, there is a small mini dictionary, grammar index, and also list of idiomatic expression. So also you can see that the text, the phonetics, expressions and vocabulary, everything. So how to use this book? First you should go through this pronunciation very carefully. The cassettes are provided for it for this purpose. So first you learn how to pronounce the letters together. E, U, also semi vowels. Everything has been specified very properly. Also the consonant clusters, how to pronounce them. A lot of silent letters are there. So this gives you an elementary idea of the French language pronunciation. Now if you go into the lessons, you can see on the left hand side you have the French text and on the right you have the English translation. In the beginner lessons, beginning, you can see that the translations are quite literal, means you can directly correlate the French with the English words. But as you go deeper into this book, you can see that the lessons get a more complicated and you get a lot of exposure to different aspects. Suppose if you see in the lesson, every lesson, you can see that there is a pronunciation on the left. So the cassettes contain not only the text but also it contains the pronunciation of the specific words which are critical. For earlier part of the book, you see there are a lot of pronunciation appendix, but in the later part of the book, the only the difficult pronunciation words are given. So if you see that there also grammar has been discussed in every chapter, and every chapter has grammar. Also every grammatical points have their corresponding exercises, and after that the exercises focus on the language elements that has been discussed. This portion is not focused, the first exercises are not focused solely on the expression variation. You are just tested on what you have learned in the lesson and how you can use the relevant grammatical points. Also the corresponding vocabulary are given there and the exercise solutions are given in the below portion of the page. So that is a very good thing, and after that you can see the variations. So in this lesson la vie quotidienne, you can see that a person describes his life, and there are variations also. For talking about the day, pour parler de votre journée, you can say like every morning, in the morning I go to, tous les matins je vais à. You can see different variations. So this help you with coming up your own sentences according to different situations. So after every third lesson, you can see there is a brighter side. So this explains the cultural aspects in France, the cultural customs, traditions, and how what things you should know if you are living in France. And after that there is a good quiz match the following that teaches you different cultural aspects of France, like where the pancakes and cedar belongs to where. So the answer is also given. The pancakes and cedar belong to La Bretonne. The red wines are specialty of Bordeaux, Le Beaujolais, Le Bourgogne. So these things add up to a flair of a good language learning book. A good language learning book should not only teach you the language, but also it should give you a cultural insight. And gradually the grammar gets harder and harder. And also the vocabulary section, I think it contains the most important words and the most relevant words. And I think that if you go through this book very well and you absorb the material regularly, then you will be good enough to at least pass A2 level, also good into the B2 level. So gradually the lessons become higher, harder and harder. And another good thing is that every lesson is not just focused on a random conversation, rather all the lessons focus on certain themes, like in the post office, food, leisure activities, everyday life. So every lesson has not only a conversation focused to that, but also it contains the variations that show how different expressions can be used. And after that you have a grammar summary. If you go to the 215 page, this shows a grammar summary. So here you see all the basic grammatical points that you need to know for being a successfully French beginner. So all the very important, I think these are the basic portions of the French grammar. So everything has been explained together, and I think this is a very good portion of this book. And after that you can see that there are verb tables. So this verb table shows you the cases: present, imperfect, future, present, imperative, conditional, subjunctive, and past participle. So this is a very good appendix of the book because it contains all the most important verbs and also the most irregular verbs. And after that you can see there is a dictionary which contains French to English and English to French. So this mainly contains all the words that has been taught in this book. So it also helps you have a basic building block of the French language, and this makes you well equipped to pursue French in a higher level. For my case, when I studied this book, I did not complete it for the first time. I studied till 21, 22. But when I studied this book rigorously for my exam preparation for DELF V2, then I completed this book altogether. And also I saw these portions and read these portions very carefully, all these variations. And after that I jumped to my advanced level book, which is using French by Assimil. That book I will review in another video. So thank you for listening to this video. Let me know what you think of this book. You can buy this book. This book is very affordable, and I would suggest you to buy the cassettes and listen to the audio properly. French is a difficult language when it comes down to speaking and listening. So if you are using a French language book without proper cities, then you are bound to do mistakes and also learn the language in an incorrect way and speak in an incorrect way. No matter where are you from, you are going to have an accent in the French language. But if you do not follow the pronunciation rules, then it is definitely going to be a problem. So please use this book with the cassettes. And with that all, I am closing this video. Please hit this like button so that this video gets shown to other people who are interested in language learning. Also share with people who might find it interesting. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you.